Here's another story problem that we're asked to solve. Joshua scored 214 points playing his favorite video game. His cousin scored K points, an unknown number of points. Together they scored 363 points. How many points did his cousin score? The truth is that these kind of problems confuse a lot of people, even adults. So we need to have a strategy that we can use to make sense of these kinds of problems. What we're asked to do is to draw line segments to solve the problem, and that can be helpful for us to really see the relationship of what's going on. Let's begin with the line segments. Here are two lines. We know that one of the lines is going to equal the total number of points. Together they scored 363 points together. And we also know that there are two different people who scored points. So we can divide the line up above, and we'll divide it a little bit more into sort of like, that looks like kind of like a 2/3, somewhere in between 2/3 and 3/4, because Joshua scored more points than his cousin did. Joshua, 214 points. His cousin scored an unknown number of points. We're going to call it K. We can see up here that this line segment, 214 plus K, is the same as this line segment, 363. So we can put this into an equation. 214 plus K equals 363. That's an equation then that we can use to solve the problem. This is the biggest work. This is the hardest work right here, is being able to figure out what it is that we're asked to do, to translate this problem into this format. And using these line segments can really help us to see the relationship, and it can be a really helpful tool. So how do we solve it? Well, we need to be able to see 214 plus something is going to equal 363. So if we take that 214 and we take and subtract it from 363, what's left is going to be K. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take 363 and subtract 214 from it. We're going to need to do a little regrouping because we can't take 4 away from 3, but we can take 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4 is 9, 5 minus 1 is 4, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Our answer, K, equals 149. Now let's see this in another way. In algebra, one of the tools that we use is balancing equations to be able to solve a problem. So let's take the same problem over here. 214 plus K equals 363, and think about it as a balance beam. Here the idea is everything on this side of the equal sign, on the left-hand side, is over here, and everything on this side, on the right-hand side of the equal to sign, is in this little bucket over there. Now, you have to, if you're adding things to the scale, if you add something to one side, you have to add the same amount to the other side to keep it balanced. Or if you're subtracting something from one side, over here, you have to subtract the same amount from this side to keep the scale balanced. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take away, just like up here, take away 214 from each side. And that's going to leave us with just K and the answer to what K is over here. So as we can see, 214 up here, this 214, and we're doing the same thing over here, taking away 214 over here, and taking it away from the right-hand side. And we can see how it connects up here to these line segments on the left-hand side over here. 214 minus 214, right up here, 214 minus 214 equals 0 down here. So we just simplified that and made that easier. Now we have just K. K equals 363 minus 214, and we've already done that. The answer to that, as we found out just a few minutes ago, is 149. K equals 149. That's the answer to this problem. Now, you can, as always, use some of the practice problems that are provided for you on the website, lionsmathzone.com, to be able to practice this problem on your own.